Hey there folks, Jay Barino here, continuing StarCraft Mass Recall, heading into Map 5, the final map of Loomings, the Precursor campaign. Just a couple things I wanted to point out to the creators who may or may not be watching is, in the options, I do have it set, well, I did have it set to random, the background, and every time I open Mass Recall, it did not do that. Just wanted to point that out. And then just wanted to also point out that the completed percentage has just stayed at 0 and all of the missions have been available. Not a big deal. I do know that the percentages work for the main campaigns, just not Loomings so far. Alrighty, heading into Extermination. Office of the Colonial Magistrate, Chow Sara Colony. We wiped out the Zerg last time with a healthy force of Marines and tanks. I expect to do the same thing this map. It is another macro map. If my memory serves me correctly, I'm not sure what new tech may open up. Possibly Goliaths, maybe Wraiths. I really doubt something like battle cruisers or science vessels would be available in the demo campaign.
Well done, Lieutenant. I wish there were more colonial officers that had your tenacity and spirit. But right now, we need to plan a tight defense. I've consulted with my top advisors, and I believe that if we can establish a perimeter,
There's no time for that, Magistrate. Our intelligence confirms that the time to strike the Xenomorph's primary clusters is now. Lieutenant, you will command the assault.
By whose authority? I am still magistrate of this colony, and I will...
By order of the Colonial Crisis Act under subsection 1602, I hereby supersede your authority in this matter. Lieutenant, you may commence with the operation.
Man, that guy's kind of a dick, huh? Let's get going.
Go, go, go!
Commander. What?
Just clever uses of the voices there. Alrighty, so let's get mining, and I believe, yeah, destroy the Xenomorph colonies. Very similar to the last map. Let's check to see where our base entrances are. I think there's just one big bridge. So let's go ahead and set Duke up. There is fine. And then I want to grab an SCV to set up a bunker here as soon as possible. We probably want to put the bunkers a little bit to the side here, if only to prevent open surface area for Zerglings to get a full surround on them, because the enemy attacks, at least in the last mission and mission 2, came with very large amounts of Zerglings, which could surround your bunkers and just do tons and tons of damage. You want to prevent them from being able to do that. So rather than building here, say, probably want to build a little further back, like over here. Actually, this seems okay, because the left side of the bunker is covered up by this little area, so this should be good. And in fact, I'm going to move Duke. Keep making SCVs in my command center while I wait. I'm going to move Duke to over here. Probably throw a turret over in this area, get another bunker, just kind of mirror this defense on the other side. And defense is going to be our big thing. It seems like we've started with a decent amount of SCVs. One thing, actually, let's stop these guys from mining and lift our command center and move it closer to the minerals. I'd rather put an extra SCV on gas than be farther away from my minerals. So basically, moving a little further away from the gas, yeah, we can put an extra SCV on gas just for that. Not a big deal. But I can't salvage bunkers. I'd like to get rid of this one. Not something that we can do right now. I'd like to get my gas started as soon as possible, but we just can't afford it. I think this defense should be fine. Duke can really hang on for a long time. Let's take one Marine and just look around. All around this whole area. We're probably going to have to put some turrets down in the south area of Los Honduras down here. And I have no depots either. Getting killed right now. There we go. Get this depot set up. We need an area to, we want factories and things like that. So again, I vaguely recall more Mutalisk attacks on this map, which I assume will not be removed just because it's map 5. But I don't know. They removed them from map 4. I'm recording this right after I played map 4. Just because, when I recorded this for version 5, I remember marathoning it a lot because I just enjoyed it. So I do plan on probably like large, infrequent recording sessions. So if people leave comments, there's going to be times when I can't read them before moving on to the next map. So I do know that there's no other entrance into our base. It's just how far down does this go? Pretty far. It's just where do we want to set up some turrets, because we're going to have to eventually. We don't have an academy either. We're building up some money, so let's go ahead and throw down our refinery. Let's get an academy. And what else? I guess let's get one more depot. And once the academy's done, we can get a comsat station. The earlier that you get it, the more the energy you can save up on it to start scanning around to look for things. I can load this bunker up with Marines. In fact, I definitely plan to. Okay. So these are red Zerg. We were attacked by purple Zerg earlier, so I expect to be fine. But we do know that there's two groups of Zerg. I think there's a Zerg base to the left, and then a Zerg base that takes up the entire bottom half of the map, sort of. We'll see. Again, I have vague memories of these maps, which is why I have knowledge about them. From when I played StarCraft Mass Recall last time. Also, I played the crap out of StarCraft 1, the original, and these maps just do so good at emulating them that I have a lot of knowledge. Not Loomings so much in terms of my memory, because I didn't play Looming. I think I may have played Loomings once in the original StarCraft, not much otherwise, but the campaigns like Rebel Yell and Overmind, I know I have a lot of knowledge of those maps because I played them so much when I was younger. All right, I'd like to get one fire bat in this bunker. Also, you know, Duke is also going to take some surface area off the bunkers, so that's good. I want to get another bunker over here. We'll leave that SCV to repair. And I'm expecting large groups of Mutalisks, large groups of Hydralisks coming in to attack. I'm going to go ahead and set up a bunker over here, and again, it's kind of reducing surface area. We'll get more tanks in the back once we can afford tanks. Right now, we cannot. We need 200 for a factory. And the bunker goes down. All right, so let's go ahead and throw this up here, and this is why I would have really liked a fire bat in the bunker. So that's why I'm going to get one fire bat in each bunker. We need 100 minerals, and we can throw this down right there. Okay, so let's load this up. We'll get another fire bat and 2 Marines. And this is going to be a more time-consuming map, as you can imagine. I'm probably going to get an extra SCV on gas here. We'll get a comsat station right now. That SCV was so confused, he did not know what to do. Okay, and hop on in, friends. And once we get siege mode, we'll be in better shape. We'll get one SCV here. We need siege mode, and we need U-238 shells, which I can start. Comsat station will be done soon. We'll get more SCVs, and I just need to get a group of Marines and tanks in order to move out and take another base. And I don't think there is an easy base to take. We actually have to destroy an enemy base. Unfortunately, this comsat station is kind of blowing up my spot here. I don't like it. And I had hoped we could hold on to that bunker, but we did not. Okay, let's rebuild it one more time. Get more Marines. And once we get siege mode out, we can get some extra siege tanks. Rushing to siege tanks is going to be a very, very common tactic in all of the Terran missions. You're going to see that's going to be a very frequent thing that I do. And as you can see, the enemy, the purple and the red AI function independently from one another, so that they are going to be attacking very frequently. If we can take out whatever Zerg base is to the left of me, whether it be red or purple, it'll take a lot of pressure off of me. So let's start scanning around here. So it looks like it's probably going to be purple over here just because there's burrowed purple units. Okay, so let's get one extra tank out, and we should be a lot safer again. No matter how large the enemy attacks are as they run across this bridge, we should be in good shape to wipe them out. So what can we build here? Okay, we can make an armory and a starport. I probably want to get a starport to get a group of maybe like 4 Wraiths out just to protect me against Guardians, because I would expect Guardians. I'm nowhere close to being able to move out, though, unfortunately. Let's get another barracks. We need the infrastructure to make the Marines to support the tanks. Okay, so tank, come on down here. Siege on up. Let's go ahead and get one turret right here. Better safe than sorry. That's what I always say. I don't think I really say that very frequently, so that's a blatant lie on my behalf. Okay, we're about to be supply blocked. I say nay. Man, this comsat station is not doing well. And you know why? It's because I moved my command center. If I wouldn't have moved my command center closer, this comsat station wouldn't be such a problem. Let's start scanning over here. Yeah, this is definitely the purple base that I would like to destroy. Looks like they got some units on the high ground, too. We'll make sure to clean up when we get down there. And now, well, once we're no longer supply blocked, it's going to be time to start pumping out Marines. Marines and tanks. Very similar to last mission. Is how I'm going to roll here. Set up some extra tanks, and my armory is done. I have an engineering bay. Looks like there's a depot down, or not a depot, but a hidden, kind of a hidden turret over here, and I'm going to get a second one because this is where I expect the enemy air attacks to come from.
Base is under attack.
And we'll get a 1 or 2 over in that direction as well. So now that we've got the tanks here, now that we've got the extra tanks to defend ourselves, we're in really good shape. I'd like to get an extra SCV over here to repair this bunker because it's constantly getting smoked. Getting our +1 upgrade should be helpful. Did this never... What happened? Is there an SCV somewhere that's confused on where to go? Maybe I ended up pulling it off in the wrong direction. I'm not sure. Let's just go ahead. Like I said, I'm making a line, in the similar to what I said in the last mission, I'm going to make a line of turrets. So even if the Mutals try to sneak by to the right, they'll get drawn in by this single turret, at which point they'll get drawn in by this turret, and so on and so forth, all the way to my main defense. So it's kind of a safety net with how I position my static defense in terms of turrets. Okay, and start making more siege tanks, and we're going to start making Marines, and we gotta get going here pretty soon. If we don't move out soon, the enemy attacks will become overwhelming, and we won't be able to make any progress, especially if we run out of money. We're at the point in the game, which is not very far. It's the oh, those are 2 Ultralisks, many Ultralisks. So we're gonna need tanks to move into this area. We're so early on into the game that yep, there's the Mutalisks and the Guardians actually. Now I don't know if I have what I need for this. I don't think so. Decent amount of Mutalisks, and let's make more tanks. And like I was saying, though, they're getting drawn into my turrets like this, which is very, very good. I can also make Goliaths for that anti-air capability. No, 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 don't. Okay, well, I had hoped. A man can dream. Let's see if I can draw this into the turret. Come to me. Nope, he's just going to go for the turret forever, and then he's going to kill my Marine. And such are Guardians. So I can just sort of wait. If I can get 1 Goliath out, we can sort of outrange this thing. Not really outrange it, but we can do good damage. Get the Marine in there too. It's going to be a close call, that's for sure. Marine. Okay, well, Marines. So this is what I was saying. If we didn't move out fast enough, we're going to start dealing with this kind of stuff. We've got 2 more Goliaths coming out, and the Guardian goes down. So this is why I wanted to make some extra Wraiths as well. So what I might do is concentrate my tanks on the left side of the bridge, and then make just turrets right here. And the important thing is making the turrets not right on the edge, because we want to draw the Guardians over the land so we can actually kill them. All right, so we have a lot of gas. So let's get a starport. Upgrades there are good. Let's get ship weapons in advance. Got the Goliaths. We really just need tanks, though, if we want to make this a real push. I need more. I think I just need more SCVs, actually. Okay, getting the Goliaths out will be helpful to defend. This fire bat. Oh, that's right, because he's not in the bunker anymore. Okay, so come on down here, and we're going to make a few clusters of turrets. Sort of a line of turrets. They're only 75 minerals, so we can afford to make a couple of them. That should be fine for now while we consolidate and make some more units. I need like 3 tanks if I want to move out and take that purple base. And then we might as well keep scanning around the map. Those are random Hydralisks right there. So like I was saying, these enemy attacks are large and scary and awful. And we're just constantly losing this bunker, unfortunately. I probably need even more tanks. We're not losing anything inside the bunker, but, you know, the bunker is constantly going down. So getting another tank just for defense is probably the right thing to do. Okay, so let's get another turret. And another turret, because I would say you generally need 1 turret per 2 Mutalisks, and even less. The ratio should be even less than that, actually. I mean, the Mutalisks really are awful. The Mutalisks are just terrible. All right, so hop on in here. I mean, 1 turret against 1 Mutalisk is still kind of a dicey proposition. Okay, let's keep queuing up more tanks. 4 tanks should be enough. to take down that amount of Ultralisks. It really should. Unfortunately, there's no equivalent to, like, building armor in StarCraft 1. I quite like the building armor upgrade in StarCraft 2. Don't get down on me for that. I like them a lot. And I don't really think I need to cloak the Wraiths, I just need a couple. It's just they're expensive, and it's sort of a choice on what I need to be building right now, and I think what I need to be building are Marines and tanks. This base needs to go, and it needs to go soon, and I am lagging. I am lagging behind. This is going to take longer than it needs to, unfortunately, at this point. Bad news. Next group of money that comes in, next group of minerals is going to be another tank. I would say 3 to 4 tanks, and then it'll be time to go, but we do need to probably wait for the next main attack. Here comes some Mutalisks coming in from the left side. I don't know why I should have been surprised by that. Okay, and I will continue to remake this bunker, and I probably should just make a second bunker too, and then we'll need to make turrets as well. So I'm bleeding money on defense, and this is kind of what I was talking about. I mean, I've said this multiple times, is Mass Recall is all about not losing too much to the attacks, and I'm currently losing too much to the attacks. Put the weak infantry inside the bunker. Might as well say screw the fire bats at this point. They're not gonna last. Might as well keep these sieged. And queue up more, get more Marines. Need infantry armor. I think that's gonna be kind of a must. I think I'm overestimating how much I'm gonna need to take out this base, but I saw like 3 Ultralisks in that base, but that was because the Ultralisks that were coming were the ones that, they were coming to attack me. Well, I mean, really, we only need one. Realistically, we only need 1 Wraith to kill Guardians, as long as we can get rid of the Mutalisks that come in. And the Mutalisks are the biggest problem. Okay, let's get more Marines. And I need a larger Marine ball if I want to be effective at this point. This group of turrets should be good. We're going to make more over here. They're coming with groups of 6 Mutalisks. It's also sort of interesting to try to figure out when the enemy has hit their peak number of units per attack. So they're coming with 6 Mutalisks and a Guardian. Is it possible that we're going to end up seeing more units from them in these attack waves, or is that the max that we're going to have to expect? Because if we have to expect more, there's going to be a major problem. But I think that they've sort of peaked out with how many we can expect. At this point, I think I just need more Marines with anti-air in order to move into this base. So I'm going to scan. It looks like they've emptied out. So yeah, actually here they come. So I am going to wipe out these Ultralisks, and actually with this amount of tanks, we're in good shape. So let's unsiege and just keep rallying up. And we need depots. That's bad news. But anyway, because purple has just blown their load all over me, you know what I'm talking about, we are going to go and try to kill them. So let's take these units and just rally up Marines. I might even want to make more barracks eventually. These poor fire bats. And did I queue up depots? Actually, I don't think that No, I don't know. If I did, it doesn't matter. Let's do it now. Get at least one. Oh yeah, we have another one coming up. So hopefully this is what we need. Hopefully this is enough. Rallying is going to be challenging because red will continue to attack me. Got some random Mutalisks over here. Okay, let's draw these annoying Hydralisks down here. Siege on up. Okay, and any units that are trying to come to me, there are not. I could go up to the high ground and siege up, actually. I didn't bring an SCV. I probably should grab one. Let's go ahead and siege up here, try to move in with my infantry to protect my tanks. Infantry, you're the best. This is why I have you here. And, okay, so this is what I was expecting. Wraiths get in there. And these Mutalisks are very annoying. We barely even had enough turrets to deal with the Mutalisks. Okay, so we're going to be able to deal with that. I'll rebuild those defenses momentarily, but I really need to focus on this attack. I'm inching up with tanks because I can't afford it. I can't afford to lose a bunch of units. So let's come on down here and do a line of turrets. That should be more than enough now. Ultralisks are moving in. Haven't lost any tanks yet, though. So we're just going to keep up the push. We got rid of the weird Hydralisks that were hanging out up top. There's an Ultralisk cavern up there. If I can destroy that, we'll be in better shape. Gotta protect the tanks. Oh, God, gotta protect the tanks. One tank goes down. This was the next big purple attack that was getting ready to come to me. We're alive, actually. We just gotta get rid of the Ultralisk. Down it goes. No, 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 no. So here's where the enemy is going to be rebuilding their units so quickly that we have to try to get in, siege up, and get rid of the hives. Hatcheries slash hives. Because these enemies like to rebuild so quickly, it's just so frustratingly annoying. Looks like these Mutalisks are reinforcing that they head defensively right here. Okay, let's get vehicle plating. These Wraiths can back up and get auto-repaired here soon. And it looks like we've gotten rid of purple. It looks like it, but not completely yet. Back up, stay clumped up. We can bring up some SCVs because we need to make a base over here. And this means that purple will be completely removed from the equation, which is huge right now. The Hydralisks were up here, right? Yeah, they're going to be gone. Get on over here, kill that. The hive is going to go down. They're busy building overlords and probably drones at this point, so we'll bring SCVs up here to repair. We have more Marines rallying up. Now, you can do a lot with a relatively small attacking force. It's just staying alive at home as well, so you just can't neglect anything, which is why I'm still building this. I'll make more Wraiths. I'll grab an SCV to come and repair the Wraiths, and then I'm going to grab more SCVs to come over and saturate this base. Now, the amount of minerals over here is going to be very important, so we want to make sure that we defend this because red... I don't know if red will divert to attack this or not. I honestly have no idea. So I'll probably just need to be really cognizant of that. Get rid of the remaining overlords. Why? I don't know. There we go. So we've done it. Let's just hang out right here. Siege up, and if red comes, we should have enough to deal with their attack, and then I'm going to transfer a bunch of SCVs over here, and hopefully they can make it. You know what, just in case, let's check. It looks like purple's reinforced a few units there. Nope, there's red. This is why I checked. This is exactly why I checked, because red is massing up to come to me here any minute. So I'd much rather be prepared for that. Let's just go ahead and queue up the rest of this stuff. And they don't call this hard for no reason, that's for sure. There's the Mutalisks. And my repairing SCVs are going to die. My repairing SCVs will die to Mutalisk bounce, which is annoying, but that's okay. Okay, and that's why I made these Wraiths. And I like making Wraiths, even just like when I'm Protoss, I might even make a couple Scouts, which is blasphemy to some people, but it's worth doing. It's worth doing just to make sure that you don't get wiped off the map in the meantime while you're trying to build up an attacking force. Okay, so that's almost mined out. Get on over here. We're going to lift and land. The creep is still receding a little bit. It should be mostly gone very, very soon. Very, very soon. Let's... Oh, very close. Okay, so come on over here. We're able to now get these units out of here. I must have cleaned out those purple units. I don't know. I must have. I wasn't paying attention to that. All right, get rid of these drones just in case they try to rebuild. And now we can land here. Get mining. Let's make a comsat station and one SCV just start repairing. And it seemed like red is going to leave this base alone. That's actually really important. I don't need gas right now. I don't need it. Okay, let's get 2 more Wraiths. And queue up more tanks. No, we can't. So now we gotta just get this base all saturated, and then we'll be ready to push into red. Now, red, I think, might have 2 bases. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's add this to my control group. Alright, I've got the Wraiths. Get in there, Wraiths. Look at this. I have a group of 6 turrets, and they're still not really able to hang on against 2 Mutalisks. I lost 2 turrets, and that was with Wraiths supporting them. That's crazy. Being able to shift-click is a huge help. Just a huge help in StarCraft 1. I mean, you could shift-click in StarCraft 1, but it wasn't the same. It was restrictive. Like, you could shift-click, you could queue up repairing and queue up movements, but you couldn't queue up repair, 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 build, build. So, that's just a minor thing from StarCraft 1. I'm not even going to get Stim Pack. I don't think it's worth it. These are almost mined out. Then we can transfer these SCVs. Keep making SCVs. We need this money. The gas is not important right now. It may be. Okay, 6 tanks should be enough. We'll just get a couple Goliaths as well to kind of flesh out that group. We're going to have 6 Wraiths, which I think will be great. It seems like the majority of the attacks are air right now. Let's get a control tower. That way we can cloak and avoid attacks from the Mutalisks when they decide to come in here. And I want to make just a small group of units, and I'm keeping them clumped in my base because I don't want them leaving the base and running into a big group of enemy attackers. That could just be crippling. And, I mean, I could afford to spend a scan to check, but I don't know, it's not really worth it. All right, so there's a red base down here, and we could actually take this base.
Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete.
And we're just going to keep scanning, and I thought the other red base is down in the left, but I guess not. I'll probably move out and take this base next, and we're probably going to have to deal with red attacking through that area, so we might even want to move the Wraiths down to protect it. All right, Wraiths. Good work, Wraiths. I like you a lot. Just gotta wait for depots, actually. Waiting for depots, the Jay Barrino story. Okay, that's supply blocked. I may even be able to afford to move out here pretty soon. Let's just cancel these and get the money back and start moving towards this area. Yeah, that should be fine. We can actually kill the remaining purple Mutalisk. There we go. So purple should be completely annihilated at this point. Let's go ahead and keep making SCVs and prepare to push onto red's base. Now, it also depends on where red is rallying from. I'm using my scans because I know Zerg can't burrow or anything. Or not, they can burrow, but Zerg can't cloak anything, so I know that I can afford to waste my scans, even though I can't make any, why can't I think of what I'm trying to say? They can't make any cloaked units. I can't make science vessels. I don't know. Is that what I said? I'm not sure. Let's just go ahead and start... Well, there's still enough minerals here. Let's go ahead and grab a couple SCVs to bring with me to repair. And then just make Goliaths and then just lots of Marines. And we're just going to rally up with the Marines and hopefully be able to push down at least part of the Zerg with this group of units. Okay, there's units on the high ground. Actually, let's just kill those. Remnants of purple. Purple like to keep stuff on high ground areas. Very interesting. Red has units over here, which also means that red is going to be trying to reinforce this area when it's time. That's going to be annoying. Goliath, you're going to die to that sunken colony. It's really just not worth it. It's really not. Okay, here's a red attack. Please? Okay, good. They're moving in this direction. I'm like, if they go to my expansion after I seemingly confirmed that they would leave it alone, I would be really unhappy. Okay, so they're coming across the map here. Oh, whoops, I unloaded this bunker. That's actually a big problem. That's actually a really big problem. This bunker needs to be full. We have the Wraiths here. We have Goliaths here. Man, those Mutalisks are real beefy, aren't they? Let's get these SCVs, these extra SCVs down here to repair. You guys get in the bunker. Okay, so I'm thinking I will not bring the Wraiths. I don't think I have to. Let's just keep making more SCVs and we'll bring extras down here. Yep, see, they're trying to bring drones over here. They're coming from the left, which means that the way to get over there must be... I see those Guardians. I see them. Maybe we can go and intercept them. Now we're looking at dealing with... getting rid of enemy units while they're en route to us. So if we can catch things like Guardians on the way, we'll be in really good shape. I also want to intercept any drones coming in over here because they might end up trying to get to us or rebuilding and just causing a really annoying problem. Yep, I heard you, Adjutant. Okay. Here come more Mutalisks. They are circumventing us for the most part. Man, it's crazy how much damage that amount of Mutalisks should do, or can do, I should say. Okay, so we've got a nice group of units here, and we can select them all at once. What a dream. And like I said, I'm making sure that they can't get units over to reinforce, because it's just going to cause problems for my rallying units. It's going to cause me issues later when they're going to try to rebuilding with drones. This seems like the only direction they can come from. So let's tentatively cross the bridge. I saw a bunch of units on the other side of the bridge, so let's just be prepared for that. Well, we can see them while they're burrowed. We can get a few extra shots off while they're burrowed. I think we've got a good force here. I don't think we have anything to worry about. What's going on up here? Oh, SCVs. I mean, yeah, sure. Go ahead and do this. And then just make turrets. We're going to need them. And then keep making Marines. And this looks like it. There's some Guardians in this base, but I have the Wraiths. I've got the Wraiths here. Don't run right into the sunken colony. It's unnecessary. We've got some Scourge here. Wraiths. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I take it back. Kill the Scourge. We lost 1 to Wraiths. Or 1 to Scourge. That's not a bad deal. Looks like we got ensnared. They changed the ensnare model. It used to be purple and strange, and now it's just normal green, which I like a lot. I'm glad that was updated. Now let's just push in and do this, because we got rid of the Guardians, which are probably the biggest deal here. Okay, let's siege on up, and I'm pretty sure we've won. Definitely a tougher map than the first one, and I think I've taken I mean, I probably could have done this faster, but I had to play a little scrappy earlier because I didn't set up my early defense as good as I should have. I think many will attest to that. But again, I mean, I'm going into these semi-blind. Some things have changed, and I haven't played this for a very long time, so it might as well be blind, and that's how I like it. That's how I like it. So let's back out here. No need to attack into spore colonies. What was that? Was there another Guardian up there? Okay, here's the Hive. It's quite possible they snuck a drone out to rebuild up here. No, they haven't. That's good. I was like, if they snuck a drone out, I would just be I'll be quite ornery if they snuck a drone out to rebuild this. We just gotta kill every enemy building. Get used to the kill everything objectives, because we're gonna be doing it a lot in StarCraft 1. Yeah, kill that egg. You kill that egg. That should do it. It did. Great. Xenomorph colonies exterminated. Alpha Squadron base, 15 hours later.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Lieutenant, by edict of Confederate High Command, all matters regarding these xenomorphs are under Class 7 seal. Do not speak of the existence of the xenomorphs, or in any way relay the events surrounding their appearance on Chao Sara. Failure to comply with these orders will result in immediate termination. This conversation never took place. We were never here.
Awesome. That was so cool. So, I noticed a couple things. The Cerberus icon, or the decal rather, is from the Covert Ops, Nova Covert Ops. I think that's pretty cool. We got a victory button here left over from the previous version, just want to point out. But it makes sense, because Cerberus is a Black Ops, Spec Ops, whatever have you, for the Confederacy, so that's really cool. They escorted the Alpha Squadron lieutenant into a car to drive him to see the commander. It's really, really neat. They have the Ghost overlooking, you know, with a gun to our backs. Really cool. Just minor little things like that. And I'm not trivializing the cinematics. They're minor to us as we watch them, but the time it takes to do something like that in the editor is definitely it's not insignificant. It takes a lot of time to do stuff like that, so I really appreciate it. It adds to the whole experience, and it's just so cool. And that one in particular was new, so I like it a lot. It incorporates the old dialogue, and we get to see some visuals as well, which were not there in the original StarCraft. Thanks everyone for watching. We're done with Loomings. When we come back, I will be going into Rebel Yell. I'll see you then. Bye now. Just kidding. If you hit the victory button, you get a little epilogue. Let's check that out. Epilogue. Over the following weeks, the Confederacy instituted a planet-wide lockdown which restricted all travel and communication to and from Chowsara. By imposing these harsh constraints, the Confederates hoped to contain the knowledge of the Xenomorph's existence. Meanwhile, a barrage of Confederate propaganda ensured that the operation would only be remembered as a triumphant police action against the Sons of Korhal. The general populace would never suspect that the events on Chowsara were an omen of darker days to come. Yeah, I mean, if you consider your entire planet being incinerated as darker days, sure. More like genocide, but hey. Alrighty. Episode 0, Loomings. So I think every campaign is going to show some credits. We'll watch them every time, just because all of these people have done a lot of hard work. I couldn't imagine the amount of hours that have gone into these maps, because there's close to 70, possibly more. I think there's around 70 maps in Mass Recall, and that amount of time is crazy to imagine. So, I mean, there have been a lot of contributions from a lot of different people, so I'm sure some people have put in more time than others, but every single person deserves this credit, which is why we will watch the credits every time. But that's Loomings. Again, maybe you've never seen it, and here you go. So that's exciting. I just used cheats to get back to the score screen. I actually had to do it in the last map, too, because something weird happened with the audio at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and tack this on. I hope you enjoyed Loomings, and we're going to be heading into Rebel Yell. Alrighty, bye now.